This is how to throttle sync or synchronize your throttle bodies. This is on a K3 GSXR 1000, but most superbikes or individual throttle bodies are the same. So these are being a 4-cylinder, obviously quad throttle bodies. As you can see, I've taken the airbox off. Disconnect the intake air pressure sensor. So there's an intake air pressure sensor coupler there. That's the air pressure sensor that usually sits around here on the airbox, which isn't on the bike right now. And then I idle it up. I don't care without the airbox on. Generally, I make sure there's nothing going to get sucked in. And then once it's up to temperature, I'll set the idle. And I've already connected it underneath to all the throttle bodies. You'll see the 4 hoses just in there. Vacuum lines, I'll move them around. They're the 4 going to the individual throttle bodies, all the way around to the carb tune. I keep it hanging, and that generally gives a more accurate reading. Now I get the engine up to temperature. When the engine's up to temperature, I connect each individual throttle, or each vacuum line to the number 4 port, and then the number 3, and then number 2, then number 1, and that just confirms that they're all reading relatively accurately, which they generally do with this Carb Tune Pro. So I'll just turn it on. So now that it's on, you can barely hear me, but you'll see that the idle isn't exactly where it needs to be. For this particular bike, it needs to be about 1150 plus minus 100. So what I'll do is I'll go to the throttle stop screw here, and I'll twist it till the idle's where it needs to be. So as I twist that, you should see the idle come up. That's a bit too high. That's probably about right. And then what I'll start to do is adjusting the flathead screws adjacent to the vacuum lines on each line. You can probably just see one of them there, and all 4 cylinders until we have this relatively level. You can see where the screwdriver's going into. That's cylinder number 3, and you'll see here as I twist it, you can hear the idle change, and you can see cylinder number 3, or in this case, second from the left, come down. And you just don't bother about which direction, just keep twisting them till they go the direction you want them to. And generally, so this is going all the way tight. You keep playing with them till they go all the way down. To reach the lowest one. So you can see, and a good trick is you can start with the lowest one and see if you can bring it up, because sometimes you'll be able to bring it up. After playing it with it some more, really happy with that.